Hello and good evening everyone. How's it going? I hope you're doing well. We're gonna do a online race today with Jimmy Broadbent, who invited me to this race, and it's a 2.4 hours long race in the GTOs on Zolder, which is gonna be quite intense and quite a lot of work. We have a long evening ahead of us. We're still in practice session. I'm driving the Ford Mustang GTO, and the password is in the link in the description if you want to join. We are just about to enter qualifying, which should be 30 minutes long.
Out, P2.
You can go to Jimmy's Discord channel in the RaceRoom channel, and there you will find the password. So, good evening Master, hi Tintop, hi Martin, hi Sliders, hi Oreo, hi everybody else, Noise, Martin, Fred, how's it going? Will you buy a PS4? No, I don't think so. GT Sport, not so interested to be honest in that. So,
okay, you're clear.
We're using the H shifter of course for this. Unless for some reason it doesn't work right now.
Yellow flag.
And that is probably because we have set it to H button off. But now it should work. Quite tricky to drive these cars.
You're clear.
To be very patient with the gear shifts. And obviously lift when you upshift, blip when you downshift. So I'm not sure yet if I want to qualify for this or if I want to start from the back of the grid. I was second fastest in practice last I checked, just ahead of Jimmy. There's one guy driving a Nissan who was really quick. Hi Steven. Good for you, Bathurst. It's a must-have track. So people are still joining, so that means there should be still a bit of room if you still want to join. As I said earlier, you can find the password in Jimmy's Discord channel, which should be linked in the description. So this will be quite the endurance race tonight, 2.5 hours. It's been a while since I drove that long the last time. Getting too old for this. Now, Christmas sale is tracks only. But you get a really good discount, 50% on individual tracks. Yeah, I don't know, should I qualify or should I not qualify? I think it's gonna be a more interesting race if we start from the back, because it will be a very long race. Plenty of time for us to catch up. Oops.
E7.
So you guys probably also saw the Porsche preview today. The first of the 3 cars being unrevealed or revealed. Good evening, Alonso. So I'm gonna practice my pit stops for a little while, and then at the end we'll decide if I should qualify or not. Was upturned.
All clear. Push now. Okay, George, we've got 26 minutes to do the business. My front brakes are cold. Take care.
So also make sure to check out Jimmy's channel, of course. If you're not familiar with him yet, which is probably unlikely, you probably know Jimmy Broadbent. Very cool guy, doing a lot of streams and videos. And these cars are so tricky. It's gonna be a race of trying to make the least mistakes possible. That's gonna be absolutely key. But it's probably better to not drive 110% all the time. Yeah, the Mustang is nice. It's my favorite out of the bunch, out of the GTO cars.
The leader has just done a 129.0.
But yeah, tricky to drive for sure. Okay, now I did set a time, but it was a very slow one. Please no Punterino. That's Jimmy's catchphrase, isn't it?
Temperatures are fine, mate.
New overlay. Yeah, I slightly changed the graphics a little bit. I hope you like it. Hope you don't find it too distracting. Got some J.J. Abrams flares going on.
Sector 2 is 3.7 off the pace.
Yeah, 2.5 hours in these cars. That's not gonna be an easy job. I don't wanna be too quick in my quali lap.
10th position.
Okay, cool. It's very easy to be too quick on the throttle with these cars after shifting. It's very important that you lift quite a bit, otherwise you can make the car very nervous. Heiko Sadin.
Sector 2 is 1.6 seconds off the pace.
So still 20 minutes time to join. To practice the pit stop, because we'll definitely need one. This is the line here, yeah.
E12.
So 2.4 hours is the race distance. That means, what is that, 160 minutes? 2.4, so that's, well, 2 hours is 120 minutes, and plus 30 is 150 minutes. Calculate fuel for 150 minutes.
We think about 182 litres.
182. Calculate fuel for 150 minutes.
Should be about 238 litres.
Okay. Well, I guess we'll just start with a full tank. And we'll probably need 2 pit stops. Yeah, 2.4 hours, it's tough, man. I think I'll just try to drive as relaxed as possible, avoid mistakes, and see where that puts us in the end. So, yeah, Scully, he's really fast. Jimmy not far behind, he's also pretty quick, knows what he's doing behind the wheel. Then we get a suspicious Bulgarian on P3. And yeah, total of 17 drivers. It's not a whole lot, but it's a very hardcore event. So we're currently on P15, that's good. So we have plenty of places that we can make up in the race.
Green flag.
Let's make sure our buttons are set up. Brake bias, yeah. Pit limiter, yes.
P15. Sector 1 is 0.1 off the pace. Sector 2 is 0.8.
Hello RCE. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, that is indeed a shift light you can't miss. Yeah, I think I'll start from the back because it is a very long race, and if we don't make any big mistakes, then I think we can drive on the podium from the back of the grid. But on the other hand, there's some really quick drivers on the server, including Jimmy, that I would probably have difficulties to keep up with. But I think me and Jimmy are quite on the same pace.
The guy ahead has just done 135.3.
The guy who's currently in the lead, he's really quick. I came in 3/10 after, or I was 3/10 slower in practice.
Sector 2 is 1.3 seconds off the pace.
Don't forget, you can tweet images or whatever to my Twitter handle and it will show up in the stream. Hi Josh. Yeah, I agree. It's cool to see him in RaceRoom. Hope we can do this more often in the future. Oops, not going too quick. Let's practice the start.
That was 141.0.
Wow.
You're currently
I wonder if I could start in second gear.
Pace. Sector 3 is 8.5 seconds off the pace.
That might actually be a good option. Start in second gear.
Incident clear. Green flag. Green flag sector 3.
I did lower the gear ratio because there's not a lot of straight lines on Zolder. So it's a rather short gear ratio.
15 minutes left. Sector 1 is 13 seconds off the pace.
Yeah, that was too much curbs.
Bad luck, George. This lap won't count. You cut the track. Yellow flag.
Just check my phone so it doesn't go into hibernation mode. Also don't want to run out of battery though, because it's gonna be a long evening. Hello Turbo Boozer. Hello Lucky Wolfin.
You're clear.
13 minutes to go in quali, so last chance to join is now. I don't know yet, turn. I'll think about it.
Yellow flag.
Hello Thomas. Yeah, Porsche Cup car looks great. Wait until you drive it. It's very challenging, but also very fun. There's not much in common with the GT3 cars that just came out.
Just done a 151.7.
No ABS, no traction control.
Off the pace.
Actually, it's closer to a road car than to a GT3 car. very touchy brakes. If you've driven it in any other sim, then you might already know that. Very easy to lock up the brakes, lock the tires. But you will soon, very very soon, experience that for yourself. Yeah, nice turn. I might join that. Remind me again, what track are you driving on Sunday? Had some pretty cool races in the GT3s already. A lot of fun. So tonight though we're driving something completely different.
Yellow flag, stay sharp.
Could even start in third gear, I think.
Incident clear, green flag. That lap was at 143.0. You're now 14 seconds off the pace. Sector 3 is 12 seconds off the pace.
Ah yeah, that's right. How is it only roofs? That's right. Now I remember, yeah. Yeah, that could be fun.
Sector 2 is 1.5 off the pace.
Actually, the latest generation of the 911 Cup hasn't even raced in VLN yet. They only raced in the Carrera Cup Germany so far, if I'm not mistaken. Because, you know, it's the 991 Type 2. 2017 version of the car, and that one is really new, so it hasn't been racing in many series yet.
7.2 off the pace. You're currently 9.5 off the
But definitely this year or next year, 2018, it will also race in VLN. By the way, did you guys see that Mantai version of the 911 GT3 Cup? Man, that's a good looking car. It's also going to race in the VLN next year.
Sector 1 is 1.2 off the pace.
Yeah, you need a good feeling in your brake foot, in your left foot, for these Porsche Cup cars. But yeah, we had some real drivers testing it, and that was the feedback they gave us. And I think in the end we nailed it very much. So they were all enjoying it. They were all quite happy with how it turned out.
The guy ahead has just done a 135.5.
Let's practice the pit in once again. Okay, we need to be in the limiter early before we go right. Hey, I did manage to be last. P18. Cool.
That's last.
Hi, Michael. The one coming to R3 is the latest model of the Cup car. It's called 911 GT3 Cup Type 9912 or 991 Type 2.
Disengage limiter. Pit exit's clear.
Okay guys, we are 5 minutes away from the race, so I'll take a quick break and I'll be right back with you guys just in time for the race.
To go, 5 minutes left.
Alright guys, 2 minutes until race. Man, 2.5 hours. Let's see what we can do. Fingers crossed for a clean start, of course. Jimmy on P4. It's quite close between P2, 3 and 4. I think if we're lucky we can manage to get on the podium.
2 minutes.
There's a lot of Nissans, all Nissans in the front, wow. But I think I could have done a 29, a low 29 in the 4.2.
The car ahead has just done at 135.5. Okay, you're clear.
Oops. Let's try this one more time, we don't want to get a drive-through penalty. Yeah, all good. A lot of obstacles in the way here on the pit entry. Let's hope we're not hitting them. Overshot it. Let's not do that in the race. Alright, almost race.
Yellow flag.
Hi Stefan. Oh, this is gonna be intense. See if I can still do this. 2 hours of racing. Okay, quality is over.
That's the end of the session. P17.
Well done, Scully. Or Scully. And Healy. Jimmy on P4, not bad. And we're gonna start on P17. Maybe I could do that turn, but it's probably not very pleasant for you to watch. There's a lot of movement in the image. I find it very distracting. Hi Rodolfo. Also hi Falschfahrer, how are you? Thanks Ismail. We'll see. Maybe I break down halfway through the race. Let's hope not. Okay, we're proceeding to next session. Thank you, Yakubu. Last to first. Well, first is gonna be difficult, Andres, but I'm hoping for a podium. I think that should be possible. Thanks, Konstantin. I'll try. Thanks, Balint. Okay, we have a short warm-up, I see, 2 minutes. Let's get a feeling for this car. On the race fuel.
Track's clear. Push, push, push.
Who's Jimmy? Jimmy is one of the biggest sim racing YouTubers. You should know him. There's a link to his channel in the description. Make sure you go ahead and subscribe to him. He's a very cool and entertaining dude. Does a lot of streaming. Not so much RaceRoom, but maybe in the future we will see it more often after this event, if everything goes well. Fingers crossed.
Green flag. Sector 1 is clear. Yellow flag in Sector 3. We think that Healy has stacked it.
Cool. Racing time.
Checkered flag, B17.
I hope I will not, Andrew. Let's try and get a clean start. Alright. Tank is full. We got 144 minutes. Okay, now he won't probably know now.
We haven't got that data.
Calculate fuel for 144 minutes.
We don't have enough data for that.
Yeah, I would have needed to drive, but we'll just start with a full tank and then we'll probably have to do 2 stops. Thanks, Turn. Let's hope there will not be too much mayhem in lap 1, turn 1.
0.
Those cars are not easy to drive.
George,
okay, starting in third gear, let's do this.
Green, green, green.
Clean start. Somebody in the grass. So far so good. Everybody very cautious. I like it. Good stuff, guys.
Yellow flag in sector 1. Good start, mate.
Oh,
Flag, mate. Yellow flag.
well, I couldn't avoid him.
Broadbent is leading the race. Yellow flag
Broadbent
in
is
sector
leading.
2.
Wow. Oh no, dirty tires.
You're clear.
Okay, okay. Back to P17, but we got still 2 hours and something, so let's just get back into the groove.
Sector 2 is clear. Green flag sector 1. Yellow flag, stay sharp. Sector 3 is yellow. Incident clear. Green flag.
Hi, Michael. Rallycross.
16th place.
I wasn't that bad. I mean, yeah, couldn't really avoid the cars stopping right in front of me, but other than that, everybody was doing a decent job, I think. Now it's important that we get into the rhythm.
Okay, George, you're in the sky. The gap's now 0.5.
And avoid any further mistakes if possible.
Sector 3 is clear. White flag. Nice pass.
Oh, that Nissan looks so good. Audis too, of course.
Yellow flag sector 3. Yellow flag. Looks like P4 has been exposed.
There's that corner name again. Xbox. Sounds like Xbox. Yeah, looks like Jimmy was leading earlier on. I don't know if he's still in front.
That last lap was at 137.3. Blue flag.
I hope we catch up soon. But we got a lot of overtaking to do before that. Oh no, Scully. Oh, I see the flag rules are on.
George, nicely done.
So no overtaking on the yellow. Maybe not the best choice for an online race like this to enable the flag rules, but they will probably learn for the next event. Okay, P12. Good thing we slowed down when those Audis came together earlier. There was also a yellow flag out. I could have easily passed them. And I would have gotten a drive-through as well. Late on the brake here.
Fastest lap for Broadbent on 30.
Wow, Broadbent, fastest lap. Nice. Thank you. A bit quick into that corner.
Alright George, don't let this guy distract you. He's quicker than you into the hairpin. P12. Green flag sector 3.
Wow.
Okay, you're clear. That's a new fastest lap for Broadbent, 130.5.
Jimmy is pulling away in the front. Again, it's a very long race. We're already up to P11.
P11, that lap was at 130.7. Sector 2 is 0.4 off the pace.
Probably better to stay in fourth gear in this corner. I'm in the Mustang, you rent? Oops.
Okay, George, you're gaining on the guy in front. The gap is 1.7 seconds. Fastest lap for Healy, 130.0.
Thank you. He's serving his penalty now. So we're up in P10.
Nice and smooth with that throttle. Keep it balanced. P10. That's your fastest lap.
Why did that happen? Oops. Missed the gear.
Incident in Sector 3. Sector 3 is yellow. The leader is just done 130.1. The gap ahead is now 0.7. Sector 3 is clear. You've just done a 131.0. Come on, George. Good stuff. Keep it coming.
Yeah. Looks like on this server damage is off.
Yellow flag. Track limits. Come on. Keep it between the white lines.
Yeah. I would keep it between the white lines.
It's Bradley.
There wasn't a car in the middle of the road. B8. Late break. Another one in the grass. But
Incident clear.
that
Green
was not
flag.
P7, was it? No.
3 is clear. Alright George, you're reeling. Bradley in. The gap is now 0.3. You're slower than us through the second chicane.
He's defending already.
There's got to be a chance here. Keep carrying him.
Good job though, he left the door open. So he is looking in his
Sector 2
mirrors.
is 0.5 off the pace. Sector 3 is 1.5 seconds off the pace. Green
On
flag
the
sector
outside,
2.
nice.
Great move. Keep it up.
Okay, now we have 7 seconds to catch up to P6. See if we can do some good laps. Yellow flag.
Sector 2 is yellow. Looks like P4 has gone off in the second chicane. Okay, you're clear.
Yeah,
The gap to
it's all about
Bradley behind is
consistency with
increasing.
these
It's
cars.
now 1.7. Fastest lap for Broadbent, 129.7.
Wow, Jimmy is really on top of this, looks like. Another fastest lap for him.
Okay, George, keep it nice and smooth. Come on, let the race come to us. P7, that was 31.2. You're gaining on this guy. The gap's now 3.0. You're slower than us into turn 3.
I'm using OBS in the key. High keepers.
Incident in Sector 1.
Open.
Sector 1 is yellow. Well done, George. This is terrific. Exactly what we came here for. That's the fastest lap of the race. Green flag Sector 2.
Ah, now we did the fastest lap of the race. Nice.
Green flag Sector 1.
So we have the pace when we are in clean air. So let's just try to make it through the traffic as soon and as safely as possible. And hopefully then we can catch up with Jimmy towards the end of the race.
Keep him in your sights. Force the mistake.
Alright, P6.
Sector 3 is yellow.
P5 Wim.
Green flag sector 3.
It's your home track, Zolder. It's very oversteery out of these slow corners.
Okay, George, you're in the sky. The gap's now 1.4. It's pretty slow into Xbox, 6th place. Sector 3 is 1.7 off the pace.
Might also be an idea to keep it in 4th gear through that chicane. Man, that Audi is loud. You can hear that Audi from here.
The leader's just done a 129.5.
Insane race pace, 29.5. Not much slower than in quali.
The next car is Ciampa.
Went in a bit too quick.
Yellow flag, stay sharp. Green flag.
Okay, P5.
Keep it up, we're looking good here. P5.
Still more than 2 hours to go, guys. I think a podium is definitely possible.
Sector 3 is clear.
If we want to win this race, we have to fight very hard. Let's just avoid mistakes at any cost, though. Hello, Molly.
The gap to Ciampa in front is now 2.2 seconds. Sector 2. Fastest lap for Broadbent, 129.
Broadbent pushing. Now again with the fastest lap.
Sector 2 is clear. Was a 129.8. Incident in Sector 2. Sector 2 is yellow.
Hopefully we're catching up to P4 soon. But let's not overdrive the car.
Just retired from the race. Green flag, sector 2. 0.9 off the pace. Gap 2, Chiampa, ahead is now 2.2 seconds.
Sorry if I'm not reading the chat too much, but I really need to focus if I wanna catch up here.
Rodriguez has retired.
So easy to make a mistake. Thank you. I'm driving the Mustang, Ford Mustang. Use the force, yeah.
Sector 3.
May the force be with all of us.
Yellow flag sector 2.
25 seconds to Jimmy. Long way to go.
Gap 2, Chiampa, ahead is now 0.9. Sector 2 is clear. Incident in Sector 3. Sector 3 is yellow. Front has a bit of wear.
Man, it's so tricky out of the corners.
Green flag Sector 3.
I don't know, Larryization? Who knows? Not currently planned, but let's see what next year brings.
George, the next car is Healy. Sector 1 is clear.
Yeah, I need to avoid those mistakes. I need to avoid reading the chat too much.
Yellow flag, stay sharp.
Now we got a lot of time to catch up for P3. We really need to concentrate though. Otherwise, we'll have no chance.
The gap to Healy ahead is now 16 seconds. Green flag, sector 2. Behind is increasing, it's now 2.6 seconds. The last light was at 31.5, sector 3 is 0.7 off the pace. Sector 1.
Jimmy is driving the Nissan. I don't know if that has a different amount of fuel
There's a bit of wear on your left side
accessible,
tyres.
available. We are matching his pace though, if we don't make any mistakes. So let's just continue plowing on. Of turn and understeer. Tires are not optimal anymore. Catching a little bit. Missed the entry. And I need to stay extremely focused here.
Okay, George, just keep hitting your marks. This is looking good. We're currently setting the pace. Sector 2's 2/10 off the pace. Seconds.
Can't afford any mistakes. He has 43 left, okay. That's not much. Thanks for the info, Alex.
Behind is now 7.3.
But I think we will both have to do 2 stops regardless. Might just be that I need to refuel a little less than him, maybe. Who knows?
Incident in Sector 1. Sector 1 is yellow. We're seeing minor wear on the fronts. Green flag Sector 1.
Wow.
E4, that was 129.9. Sector 3's 2/10 off the pace. Seen a bit of wear all round. Alright George, you've got half your fuel left.
Bad exit as well. racing. We're very similar in pace. If I don't make mistakes, man, I need to focus more.
Sector 1 is 0.6 off the pace. The gap to Healy in front is now 11 seconds.
This race is working out enough, trust me. Can just keep this consistency up, make no mistakes. It's looking good. Very difficult though. Yeah, let's see if I can take advantage of my better tires at some point. Right now, catching not so much, just very little. If I don't make a mistake.
Your left front's hot.
Thank you. Pedal cam? Well, I don't know. Maybe. I think the pedal overlay is doing a pretty good job.
P4, sector 2 is 0.7 off the pace. Healy in front is now 8.6.
time again. Go on again. Thank you. Okay, we didn't lose so much. We still
That was at 131.0.
understeer.
The Alpha behind is pitting.
But again, 1 hour 45 minutes still on the clock. Everything is still possible. As long as we don't make any mistakes.
Okay, George, you're reeling, heeling in. The gap is 7.6 seconds. You slow into the hairpin.
Moly.
Sector 3 is 2.5 seconds off the pace.
Thank you. Well, I'm also very much in tension here. To be so concentrated, so easy to make mistakes that cost time. Here again.
Alright, George, you're
These
reeling,
small
heeling
mistakes
in. The gap's
cost a
now
lot of time.
4.1 seconds. Last lap was at 113.4. Sector 3 is 2.9 off the pace.
Soon catching P3, I think. And the understeer is real now with these tires. up a few seconds now. Let's keep this up.
Sector 3 is 2.5 seconds off the pace. Sector 2 is yellow. White flag, mate.
That was P3. P2 not far ahead of us.
Broadbent is now leading.
Kudos to Jimmy though, he's driving really good pace. It's a long race still.
Green flag. Gap to Healy ahead is now 3.3. Nice one, George. This is great. Come on, keep nailing those exits. P3, you've just done a 130.9. Sector 3 is 0.7 off the pace.
Okay.
Your left side's running hot.
Yeah, I think he will definitely pit earlier, but that might also be not a good thing, because then he will have a sort of an undercut with fresh tires. But we will in the end have a pit stop with much less refueling to do. Probably. Because it looks like his fuel tank holds less liters than mine. Or he just started with less fuel. Also possible. But I think it's the first. Ah, there's another Nissan already pitting. That was P2. Ah,
Okay,
could
George,
be that the
keep
strategy
moving.
is on our side.
P2, sector 3 is 0.8 off the pace. That's good consistency, keep it up.
See, what would be the third of the race? 144 minutes divided by 3. That would be around 45 minutes per stint, right?
Your left front tyre is running hot.
Well, I'm just gonna drive until my tank is about to be empty, and then we'll do a short last stint. Seems like the most logical thing to do.
side tyres are running hot. Seeing a bit of wear on your right side tyres, your left front's showing some wear, keep an eye on it.
Hi Jackie. Boy, oh boy. Let's hope Jimmy doesn't mess up his pit stop. That would be a real shame. I hope he has practiced that. Yeah, I'm sorry if I don't interact too much with you guys, but I have to really stay focused here if we want to win this race.
Sector 1 is quick, Sector 2 is 0.6 off the pace. You need to find a 10th in Sector 3.
But I'm hoping you enjoy the stream regardless, because it will be a very tight race towards the end, I hope.
Broadbent is pitting.
Okay, he's pitting.
Okay, George, you're reeling Broadbent. The gap's now.
He can still do a few laps. Thank you.
Me too. That was 130.2. Sector 3 is 0.2 seconds off the pace.
So we don't lose too much time in the undercut that Jimmy is now performing. But we will gain that time again at the end of the race when we have to do a shorter pit stop, hopefully. wasn't a very long pit stop. 40 seconds for Jimmy.
Left side tyres.
Yeah, I think we all need to do at least 2 stops. I cannot go to halftime either with this amount of fuel, I think.
Really good, come on, keep your focus. You're now in the lead. That lap was at 1:31.3. Sector 3 is 1.6 seconds off the pace.
Almost missed the gear.
Broadbent behind is pitting now.
What? Jimmy's pitting again, why is that? Ah, he messed up the pit stop. You need to practice those pit stops.
Broadbent has retired from the race.
No, he retired. Why? It's rage quitting, probably. Because his pit stop was messed up. Such a shame. Man, Jimmy. I'm sure he will not be amused about that. Screwed by out controls.
Sector 1 time's okay. You're a 10th off the pace in Sector 2. Sector 3 is...
What does that mean? What happened to Jimmy? Oh man, I'm sad for Jimmy. That's not nice. Sucks. But I don't understand what happened though. He just didn't perform his pit stop correctly, or... Didn't confirm properly, yeah. Man, you need to practice these pit stops. I mean, if you're not familiar with the software,
Sector 2 is
you need to practice these things. It's very unfortunate.
Sector 3 is 1.5 off the pace.
Would have loved to finish this race against Jimmy. It would have been really interesting, I think, towards the end. That's really sad. Poor Jimmy. But we will do another race, Jimmy. And then we'll practice the pit stops together. And next time you will know how to do it correctly. Now all I can hope is that I don't mess up my pit stop. Yeah, I was afraid something like this would happen. If you're not very experienced in RaceRoom, if you're not very familiar with how things work, you know, and you don't familiarize yourself early enough, you shouldn't do that in the race. You need to practice those things. Because obviously every software works differently. And yes, I agree, the pit stop routine is not the most intuitive in RaceRoom, but all you really have to do is confirm your pit stop. But if you don't know that, then yeah, I can see how that is a problem.
Last Sector 3 is a second off the pace. Sector 3 is clear.
Either that, familiarize yourself, put the practice in to do these things like pit stop, or maybe next time we do a race where you don't have to pit. And maybe some cars that are a bit easier to drive. Although Jimmy did a really good job. He was driving a very good pace. I could barely keep up with him. Would have been an interesting race for sure towards the end, I think.
Your left front is hot.
Looks like to me that the Ford Mustang is maybe not quite as fast as the Nissan, but has better fuel consumption. Or also bigger fuel tank. So it evens out over distance. Yeah, but who knows what could have happened in this race. Yeah, front left is orange already. But I've only got 17 liters left. Thank you. Yeah, I would be pissed too, but you know, you can't jump into an endurance race in a platform that you might not be super familiar with without practicing the pit stop, you know. If I would go on to race R Factor 2 endurance, I would definitely check beforehand how things work. I mean, that's just part of the game. But yeah, it's nonetheless a shame. Could have been a very good race, and I feel sad for Jimmy. He did a brilliant job in these cars that are not easy to drive at all. He's a very good driver, and I hope that we can do another race again in the future. You know, you're making mistakes and learn from your mistakes, and hopefully in the future you don't make the same mistakes again twice. We've all been there. Hey, thanks guys for the subscriptions, I appreciate it. All you guys, if you haven't yet, also make sure to subscribe to Jimmy's channel. The link is in the description, but probably you already subscribed to him. He's a much bigger streamer than me.
I'm seeing a bit of wear on your right rear. We're seeing significant wear on the fronts.
He said he did practice it. Well then, okay. Then I guess it was just tough luck, or you know, didn't focus 100%, or you know, these things can happen. I also made mistakes in the pits, you know. Last time I drove DTM on Sachsenring, I missed my pit stop completely. So I thought I drove past it, but I didn't. Stupid mistakes, you know. These things can happen. Yeah, what can I say? It's a shame. But we have still, where before P2 was pitting, we were on P3, so it's Healy that we're racing against now. Thanks guys, really appreciate the subs. I hope you enjoy the show regardless of Jimmy being out of the race, unfortunately. Maybe you can say hi from me in Jimmy's chat if you're watching both streams. And tell him that I'm sorry, but
Your left front is hot.
we'll do another race in the future, and then he will have more luck, I'm sure. Hi Billy, thanks for stopping by, how are you?
We've just had a warning for cutting the track.
What was that? Yellow text. It said surf slowdown penalty. Oh yeah, okay, slowdown penalty, not drive through. That is right. Cheers guys! So, not long until we have to come into the pits to refuel. I think we will do 2 more laps or so. Tires are definitely not good anymore either. We're probably currently losing against Healy, but he was pitting much earlier than we are going to, so that will probably be beneficial to us again at the end of the race. Man, I feel sorry for Jimmy. I know these things, they suck. You're looking forward to these races and maybe you put in some practice and then you get taken out of the race by a mistake like this. It sucks, but you know, there will be a next race and there will be a next chance. With all that said, let's make sure we stay ahead of Healy and also make sure we don't mess up our own pit stop because it can happen easily. Thank you.
Okay, George, we estimate you've got 5 minutes of fuel remaining.
Hey Jimmy, I'm so sorry to see you out of the race. It could have been so interesting. You had a really good pace, man. Quite impressive for somebody who maybe is not so experienced in the race room. Driving these cars is not easy at all, and yeah man, you had a really good pace. I was struggling to keep up with you, but I think the strategy could have been on my side. You were pitting a bit early, so it could have been a very tight race towards the end. It's a real shame that we won't see it, but I hope we can, you know, repeat this sometime in the future.
Somewhere on each corner.
Okay, I think I need to come in. Maybe not this lap, maybe next lap. Yeah man, I was gaining some laps and other laps I was losing again a second. It was very tight and I was driving on the limit. Every little mistake, you know, and already lost time again, 1 or 2 seconds. It was very tight. It could have been so interesting, I think, towards the end of the race. Okay, I'll come in now. Let's hope I don't mess up my pit stop. I have done this before as well. It can happen very easily. Alright, this should be it. Okay, so far so good. Yeah, I mean, I hope you're not too sad, Jimmy, and I hope we can do something similar again in the near future. Maybe pick some more chilled cars, because 2.5 hours with these cars, man, that's hardcore. But definitely a lot of fun. Yeah, you can actually with crew chief. You can now talk to the crew chief and confirm the pit stop over the over the voice via voice control. So now we just need to make sure not to release the pit limiter too early, but the line is here, so we are good. So Haley is still behind us, looks like, so that's looking very good for us. Or is he? No, he's ahead of us. What am I saying? 20 seconds, okay. Even Jumper went back into the lead, but they pitted much earlier than me, so they had done quite a few laps on fresh tires now. They will have to come in again sooner than me as well. So it will all come down to the last pit stop, where I will, whoops, man, where I will stand much shorter than them. I will have a much shorter second pit stop. So yeah, this will be interesting. It's not over yet by a long shot, but man.
Okay, George, you're reeling.
I'm breaking myself here.
Now 1.8 seconds.
Still got 1 hour 15 minutes to go. So yeah, I should get back into my groove now. Yeah, 20 seconds, that's a lot. Don't think I'll gain that through my shorter pit stop. But of course now I'm on fresh tires and he not so much, but I definitely need to focus now again if I wanna have a chance here. Not respecting the pit limit, yeah, that can also happen quite easily. It is, you know, these endurance races, it is a lot of experience, not just pure racing speed. Oh my god, what am I doing? As I said in the beginning of the race, the one who makes the least mistakes will probably win this race. And there's many opportunities to make mistakes. Not just on track, but also in pit lane. But yeah, that's endurance racing.
Okay, George, you're reeling. Camper in. The gap is 1.8 seconds.
I don't know, Jimmy, if you're still watching. Maybe we can talk about doing a Porsche preview stream for RaceRoom in the very near future. If you're up for that, I think it could be interesting and a good opportunity to show off the cars as I'm putting in the wrong gear. So if you're up for that, just let me know. We can probably arrange something. I'm sure a lot of people would like to see that. And Billy, by the way, if you need media access to RaceRoom, I can probably arrange that too. I think you definitely could use that. Alright, cool, Jimmy, I'll do that,
That lap was
I hope it's not too short notice, because release is not far away at all. I will make sure to let you know as soon as possible. Yeah, man. Healy, he is quick, he is quick. If I'm not 100% focused here, then it's gonna be difficult. Putting in the wrong gear again, man. I need to better fixate my H shifter, because it's moving if I'm using it a lot. It's only clamped to my mount. It's not hard mounted. So it tilts into different direction. It's very easy to miss shift that way. Need to find a better solution here. Oh, hi Austin. Yeah, it's definitely coming, but we recently had a shift in priority, because our partners and publishers had some, you know, deals and sponsorships and championships agreed, so we had to support those first. But I think we're almost clear now again to work on the ranked multiplayer stuff again. I also spoke with the guy from Sim Racing System, and there's a good chance that he will support RaceRoom in the near future.
Incident in Sector 2. Sector 2 is yellow.
So that should be a good replacement in the meantime, until the ranked multiplayer is out. I meant to give the online championships in Project Cars a go. I'm curious to see what they have done. Also, Gran Turismo Sport has a similar system as well now. It's becoming more and more standard in competitive driving games. Yeah, I hope that SRS is happening. I'm quite optimistic, judging by the discussion I had with the owner or founder of SRS. And it should definitely be within technical possibilities that you, for example, can join a server with a predefined car selection from your web browser. That is definitely possible with RaceRoom, so I don't see no reason why it shouldn't happen.
Gap to Chiampa, ahead is now 1.2.
Man, no way, I'm not catching Healy. This is not good. But then again, we're here for fun, and would feel bad not interacting with you guys at all during the race and only focus on the racing. Trying to find a good compromise between, you know, focusing on good driving but also interacting with you guys. Not always easy, as some of you probably know.
Great move. Keep it up.
Thanks, Miguel. I'm good, thank you. How are you? I'm trying to go fast here so I can catch Healy, but he's driving quicker than me. It's not a good sign. I was quicker than him. I was catching him before the pit stop.
Behind is increasing. It's now 1.0 seconds.
Yeah, I was also a bit more focusing during that period. SRS, that's simracingsystems.com, I believe. Oh man. No man, this is not working. Chatting with you guys and racing.
Just for cutting the track. Keep it between white lines.
Very late on the brakes here. Too late. Okay, we still got a little bit over an hour. Yeah, maybe now if I focus, there might still be a chance. It's really hard to predict this race. I wonder how soon he will have to come in again.
Just keep hitting your marks. This is looking good. We're setting the pace.
Maybe I should move the brake bias a little bit to the rear. That can be also dangerous. I should just brake in time, I guess. Oops, he also made a mistake, with the look of it. A mistake. This gives me hope. Come on. It's still a long race, still over an hour to go.
George, you're reeling, heeling in. The gap is now 16 seconds. Slower than us into turn 1.
Now I'm smelling blood again. But yeah, definitely need to stay focused, guys. you. Down to 14 seconds, come on.
George, this is great. Come on, keep nailing those exits. That last light was at 130.1. We're quickest right now.
It's always nice to hear from the crew chief.
The gap to healing ahead is now 14 seconds.
What kind of race? A very exhausting one. This is an online race, 2.4 hours, organized by Jimmy Broadbent, who unfortunately is already out of the race, but I'm catching P1 at the minute. We're on slightly different strategies. He was pitting a bit earlier than me, so he will come in sooner again. So it will be very close towards the end of the race, I think, because I will have to do a shorter pit stop in the end. But will I be close enough? That is now the all-deciding factor. Appreciate it, Buddha.
The gap's now 30 seconds. It's pretty slow through the hairpin.
Down to 12 seconds. Looks like his tires are slowly giving up. While my tires are still pretty good.
That last light was at 129.6. We're quickest at the moment. We're seeing minor wear on your left front.
getting back in quite a good rhythm, I think.
Keep it between the white lines and get a penalty. The car behind's pitting now. Stay focused. Apexes and exits, apexes and exits. V2.
I'm trying quite a bit.
The gap is 8.6 seconds.
Starting to look good again. I had already almost given up hope to catch Healy. Down to 7 seconds, nice. 50 minutes to go.
Sector 1 time's
One
okay.
pit stop
2
still
tenths off
to
the
be
pace
done.
in Sector 2. Sector 3 is 0.4 off the pace.
Can stay out quite a while on these tires. It will be a very short last pit stop. I just hope I don't lose too much time staying out on old tires compared to Healy, who will pit again in maybe 20 minutes or so. And then we'll have fresh rubber at his disposal. He made good use of that in the first stint, or now in his second stint.
In front is now 6.9.
But I think we have a good chance here.
Sector 3. Sector 3 is yellow.
But at least he's driving pretty consistent, the leader. He did a small mistake earlier on where he lost a couple of seconds. Maybe it was due to traffic, who knows. But right now he's very consistent. Also catching consistently.
to Healy in front is now 4.8.
Is that him in front of me? Can I see him already? I think so. No, no.
Seeing minor wear on your left side tyres. Yellow flag in sector 2. You've just had a warning for cutting the track.
Yeah, man. These mistakes happen fast. I can understand Kimi Räikkönen not wanting to get distracted in his racing during his races by team radio and chatter. Concentration is such a big part of racing. It's really all about keeping that concentration up and 100% focused on the things you need to do. Can totally see how doping is also a thing in the esports. You know, in the big tournaments, I think they already do doping checks on the guys. It's probably quite a big topic in esports actually, doping.
The gap to Healy ahead is now 4.6.
You know, it's not just energy drinks, but Adderall and stuff like that. It's probably quite popular with these kids. Four seconds, come on. Yeah, confidence. You gain confidence with practice, of course. How long are these League of Legends matches? They're quite long, or can be quite long, right? Or StarCraft, or whatever the guys are playing these days. Like a couple of hours as well, right? That you have to, Jesus, keep your concentration.
Track limits, come on, keep it between the white lines.
I'm already getting distracted again.
Hot.
Well, I only know that in the F1 Esports Championship they already had
Sector 2 is clear.
a chapter in the rule book that obviously prohibited substance abuse. Not sure if they checked any of the guys.
The leader, Healy, is pitting.
Wouldn't surprise me though. Okay, he's in the pits now. We can stay out for quite a long time now.
Well done, George. You're looking really good. Come on, keep
I
your
would
focus.
say we need to come in with probably 10 minutes or 15 minutes to go. And yeah, as I said earlier, the danger now is that I'm losing a lot of time on old rubber compared to Haley, who will have fresh tires. But he will also have to make them last 45 minutes. And we will have the advantage of a shorter pit stop. The real question now is, do we wait until we have to absolutely pit in in the last 10 minutes, or do we split whatever is left now by half? Which will probably be the better option. So we are not running too long on used tires. The disadvantage of that is that I need to start calculating now. And that is very difficult while driving. But we can of course ask the crew chief. Calculate fuel for 46 minutes.
We estimate 79 litres.
79 he said. So that means we have 65 still in. If we add 35, that should be more than enough. If we did that now, then we will probably have a shorter pit stop than Healy, plus fresh tires again. So we will probably come out ahead. Not by much though. But yeah, that sounds actually like a good option.
We see minor wear all around.
But I think I'll wait at least... Okay, we already have the front left yellow. I think I'll give it 10 more minutes on track before I pit. Just to make sure our tires will be very good in the last stint. Interesting, interesting. Okay, Healy is now 1 minute behind us. That definitely sounds like we could stay in front with a shorter pit stop. Let's see how much he gains right now on fresh tires.
30.8.
As long as he's not gaining a lot per lap, I think he can stay out. Yeah, that's what I just did, calculating fuel. I hope my calculations were right. We will check again with the crew chief in a couple of minutes. Jimmy unfortunately had a bad pit stop, which cost him the race. Otherwise, he would have been a candidate for the victory of this race. Could have been a potential winner of this race. He certainly had the pace, but I think the Mustang just is better on the tires and the fuel, or can carry more fuel as well. So I don't know. I think over the distance, the Ford Mustang is a really good option.
Sector 1 is 0.4 off the pace. Sector 2 is 0.2 off the pace. Sector 3 is 0.7 off the pace.
A little bit here, but not much. Oh man. Stupid.
The stewards have warned us for cutting the track. Keep it between white lines. There's a white flag.
That whoopsie cost us maybe 2 or 3 seconds, but I think it's still good. To mount that shifter a bit better. Maybe I'll come into pits with 30 minutes to go. Calculate fuel for 30 minutes.
Should be about 52 litres.
52, okay. Yeah, we don't have to put in a lot of fuel at all. Probably 20 liters maximum or so. Should definitely equal to less than 1 minute pit stop time. At least I hope so.
Flag in sector 2. Sector 2 is clear. Done at 130.3.
Yeah, looks like we're gonna need to refuel about 20 liters. I hope my calculations are correct. It was 52 liters for 30 minutes. We have a little over 30 to go still. 50 still in the tank. Let's see in a couple of minutes how much we still have left. how much we will have to put in. Sorry, Roll, if I only see your message now, but yes, this is an online race. It's a 2.4-hour online race. I need to really focus to stay ahead here because I still have to do a pit stop. So I apologize if I didn't read all your messages, guys. But it's extremely difficult to do both here. Perform well on track and race. And read all the messages. So we'll do one more lap after this one, and we'll come in that lap, I think.
We just had a warning for cutting the track.
Schnell, schnell, Hilfe, Hilfe! I shouldn't make fun of Germans, because I'm German. Well, actually I'm not German, but I do speak German. Okay, pit next lap. Let's check again with the crew chief. Calculate fuel for 35 minutes. 60 liters. Okay, we have 44 left, so we'll come in this lap and put in 20 liters as I was expecting. I think that should be enough. I asked for 35 minutes because I want to make sure I could go the extra lap if needed, but shouldn't be the case, hopefully. 59 seconds to Healy. I need to rely on my pit crew now. And on me not messing up the pit stop or make another stupid mistake like this one. Oh, here's another thing. I need to change the leaders before I come in. So probably not make it this lap, because I only can really do this on the straight lines. Because our preset is set for 120 liters. We need to reduce that down to 20. Man, this track doesn't give you a lot of time to do anything. Okay, okay, we got this, next lap. Yeah, these are all things one has to figure out before the race, ideally. Otherwise it can easily lead to mistakes. Again, this is endurance racing, and this is when experience counts a lot more than in sprint racing. Man, this can get busy though with these pit stops. Changing the leaders while driving. But how else would they know how much to put in? Voice control obviously is a very neat thing, like Formula 1 in 2017. But also that requires a little bit of practice and getting routine with it. But now we managed, and now we will come in. Hi Sephabox. Alright. And confirmed, and avoided all the obstacles on my way in. I hope he'll come out ahead of Healy now after this pit stop. 20 liters, fresh tires. Come on boys, be quick, make it quick. But I think it has to be enough. Okay, done refueling, changing tires. And ignite the engine and off we go. Making sure to cross the line before we disable the limiter, and we are ahead by 20 seconds. Nice. Now I hope my calculations with the fuel were correct, so we do make it to the end. And if that is the case, then it is looking good for us. 15 seconds. Man, Jimmy, I'm so bummed. This could have been a very close race between us, I think. Hello, Mikael.
Healy is gaining on you. The gap's now 14 seconds. He's quicker than us in the first chicane.
Now we should be able to bring this home, guys. I don't see what could possibly go wrong. Famous last words. Let's not jinx it. We'll do another one, Jimmy, hopefully.
You're in the lead.
Well, one thing I know for sure, if I would have had to fight against Jimmy in this race, I would have had no time to chat with you guys, because then that would have needed 100% of my attention. That was on the very limit, that braking point. I do think that these cars are running on slick tires. Pretty sure. Now don't ask me which type of slick tire. But I'm guessing the old ones. But that's only judging by the visual, by the logo, Firestone logo on them. I might be totally wrong on that. I don't know, to be honest. But I'm fairly certain that the physics guys were looking at historical lap times. But again, don't quote me on that. Okay, Healy made another mistake. let's just bring this home, guys. If we're not running out of fuel and we're not doing anything silly, then we should be able to do so. Thank you. Yeah. As long as it's just small mistakes like this, that's fine.
The gap to Healy behind is now 18 seconds. Sector 2 is 0.6 off the pace.
Calculate fuel for 25 minutes.
We estimate 43 litres.
Okay, we're definitely good on fuel. So yeah, let's just not go off track too often, and we should be able to bring it home. Yeah, Zolder has definitely a lot of history, that's for sure. Who is racing on Zolder these days? Is the Blancpain GT series still coming here? Not sure. But they were racing here not so long ago. Then you have of course the Belgian series, Belgian GT, Belgian TCR. And isn't there also a 24-hour race in Zolder? Yeah, I think there is. It's not a very known one. I don't think it's broadcasted anywhere. Maybe outside of Belgian television. Maybe there's a YouTube stream of it somewhere. Probably is. There used to be a series called Belcar, which was a Belgian GT or Belgian endurance series. I don't know if they still exist. Some super interesting and exotic cars in this series. Similar to VLN, a whole lot of different classes.
18 seconds.
I think that's still the case in Belgian GT series. Oh my god, Baku. I hate that track. I drove it in F1 2017. Could not wrap my head around it. Luckily, that race ended early for me in my career, and I could move on.
Yellow flag sector 2. Nice one, George. This is terrific. Exactly what we came here for. That's 20 minutes to go. 20 minutes.
Hi, Dougal, boys. Paul Ricard is coming back, that is true. Also not the biggest fan of that track, but we will will see what kind of racing it produces in F1. I would have preferred Magny-Cours to make a comeback. I have good memories of that track. Racing in GTO 2 and GT Legends. Hi Joe, thank you. At this point I'm just pretty much cruising home here. I don't think I quite fall in that alien category, but there's always a guy that is quicker than you, or me. Guess it depends on where you draw that alien line. Hey Josh, that was a good decision. Do you know the Nordschleife? Or are you about to learn it? Because then you are in for an experience. Yeah, I don't think I fall into that 1% club, that's maybe within the race room. Even there, not sure about that. If you look at those esports WTCC and Mercedes DTM drivers,
behind is now 18 seconds.
Those guys are insanely quick. To learn it? Well, I think the easiest way to learn, I mean, of course, is practicing and more practicing, but what I would do if I were you is to pick a leaderboard time, you know, on the leaderboard. Pick a GT3 car or maybe even a slower car like the BMW M235i. Go on the leaderboard, maybe somewhere in Division 4, and pick a lap time, challenge it, so you can load the Ghost onto the track and just follow the Ghost. You will see which lines people are driving. You will also see where you can maybe do better than that particular Ghost, and slowly work your way up in the leaderboard. If you start in Division 4 and you can easily beat the Ghost, then just pick a Ghost in Division 3 and so on until you know the track. Because it's very easy to follow the line of a Ghost driving ahead of you. It's helping a lot with learning a new circuit and figuring out the lines that you need to drive. Okay, 14 more minutes to go.
You're leading. Sector 1 is 0.3. 3 off the pace. Sector 2 is 0.9 off the pace. Sector 3 is 0.8 off the pace.
Hey, we left everyone except Healy. That's interesting. I have to give my compliments again to everybody who's driving in this race. I was really disciplined in the beginning. Of course, there was a little incident that I was involved in because 2 cars collided right in front of me and I couldn't go anywhere. But yeah, those things happen. Overall, everybody was driving very carefully in the first lap. And even afterwards, I had no bad hombres on the track that I could point out. Everybody was driving very fairly. Enjoy it, Josh. I remember when I learned the Nordschleife. So much fun figuring out that track. That was back in the days of a mod called GTO 2002.
Was at 131.4. Sector 3 is 0.7 off the pace.
Which was of course the predecessor of GTR, the racing game by SimXperience. It was a mod for Formula 1 Challenge 99-2002. I was driving the Lister Storm, if you guys remember that car, in this mod. Man, that was a key moment in my sim racing life. Driving that mod on the Nordschleife. It was of course a modded Nordschleife, not a sim-built track. It was a conversion from a game called Grand Prix Legends. Although rumor had it that some sim-built guys were involved in that conversion of that track. That's of course back then when SimXperience was still a modding group. Good times, good times. I mean, if it helps you, but I never use the track map. You're better off putting your eyes on the road. But yeah, then again, it cannot hurt to use it in the beginning. Good old Grand Prix Legends. Yeah, I was never really into that game, to be honest. That was a little bit before my time. I tried it, of course. I was really interested in that Isle of Man track that was released also as a mod for Grand Prix Legends back then. Isle of Man, you probably know. Huge, long circuit on this island in the UK somewhere. On the Isle of Man, indeed, in fact. Where they're doing this famous bike race, GT Tourist Trophy. But driving it in Grand Prix Legend was the only way to experience that track. Actually, there was a game, wasn't there? On the PlayStation.
10 minutes remaining, 10 minutes.
With bikes on the Tourist Trophy. Wasn't very good though.
The last lap was at 131.7.
Presumably. And there's a new TT Tourist Trophy game coming out by... is it Milestone? Or no, Kiloton, isn't it? Always confuse those two. was a bit optimistic.
Green flag, sector 2. Keep it between the white lines and we'll get a penalty.
Okay, we're in the last 10 minutes of this 2.5 hour race. 2.4 hours race. In some way I'm glad I didn't have to push until the very end in this race, because then I would be sweating a lot more right now. Laser Scanned Island, man. Yeah, I think the one that they are currently building for the Kiloton game or Milestone game, whatever it is, TT Tourist Trophy. I think it's fairly accurate from the preview videos we got to see.
George,
It looked pretty good.
yeah. Let's make sure we can take them. You're now in the lead.
Probably not laser scanned, but or maybe it is laser scanned. I don't even know. It could very well be that they got their hands on laser scan data, which probably exists already for this track. Would certainly make their life easier in building this track. It's probably otherwise just building it from photo reference and satellite images would be very, very challenging. And where did I read this? Wasn't the entire UK at one point laser scanned, like the entire island? Maybe I'm confusing something. But I do believe that data set does exist, if I'm not mistaken. But it's a shame that, you know, it's not really a car racing circuit, so what would you actually drive on a track like that? Of course, motorcycle games make sense, but driving cars... But yeah, even if they don't do that in real life, it's probably a lot of fun. Mille, yeah, right.
3 is 1.2 seconds off the pace.
You know that I worked on a mod for R-Vector, a conversion of the Targa Florio from Grumpy Legends, which is 72 kilometers long. That only took 3 years out of my life. Wasn't alone in doing that, of course. We had a team. I was just doing mostly textures and shaders and testing stuff and various things. But yeah, that was a huge mod. It took a long time to get that done. But I also had a lot of fun doing it. There's a bunch of Targa Florio driving videos on my channel, should go check them out. Super good fun in R-Vector with the historic GT and touring car mod. Minutes to go.
That's 5 minutes remaining. We can win this. Looks like a bit of a wear on your left front.
I was driving the historic GT and touring car mod a lot back in the days for R-Vector 1, especially on the Targa Florio, man. I don't want to know how many laps I did on that circuit, and keep in mind that circuit is 72 kilometers long. And since I was working on that mod, I was driving it like every day at least one lap for an extended period of time. Wouldn't surprise me if I have done 1000 laps on that circuit. That's 70,000 kilometers on that track alone. Superbikes in RaceRoom, yeah, I don't think so. Silhouette cars, I'm not the biggest fan of those cars. Last time I drove them was on Knutstorp, which was quite tricky to get those cars to turn around those tight corners in Knutstorp. But maybe on a different track they're good fun. Luckily we have a nice gap to P2.
You've got 10 minutes of fuel remaining.
And only 2.5 minutes to go. Bad news, GTO 2. I'm not sure actually. Most mods I did was for R-Factor, but I'm sure one or two mods got converted eventually to GTO 2.
Just 2 minutes left, 2 minutes to go.
I did quite a few texture add-ons back in the day for tracks. You can still check them out on my old blog, on my old website, SimXperience.blogspot.com.
Left side tyres are carrying minor wear.
I was also working with Com8, aka Alex Hummler, who's now working with us at Z3 Studios and Simmering before that, on the R-Factor Nordschleife, which probably also found its way into GTO 2 eventually. Was helping him with textures there as well. Which, funnily enough, that track also goes back to that Grand Prix Legends conversion that I first drove in Formula 1 Challenge. But then somebody added a Grand Prix circuit to it, and then somebody made trees for it, and then we kept working on that track over generations and generations of sim racers and modders. Going from Grand Prix Legends to Formula 1 Challenge, to R-Factor, to GTO 2, and now R-Factor 2 as well. R-Factor 2 guys really should release a own version of the Nordschleife for their game. That is maybe looking better than the modded version. Can't do a sim racing title without the Nordschleife. So we're in the final lap. Man, this was quite the race. At least the first 2 hours. I was never sure where I would end up, what Thankfully, the fuel strategy was helping us out, and we could bring the Ford Mustang over the line on P1 from the back of the grid. Nice.
Well done, George. Great win.
Boy.
You deserved that today.
Oh, my wrists. I don't want to know what would happen to my hands if I would drive this with the direct drive wheel at decent strength. Cheers, Marks GTI. Actually, I'm not using the clutch. I'm just lifting on the upshifts and blipping on downshifts. Thank you, GP4 fan. Thanks, Safabox. Thank you, Tom. Falschfahrer, Yaki. Thank you very much, guys. Thanks for watching until the end. I hope you enjoyed the show. It was maybe not always as entertaining. Sometimes I had to focus on my driving, but I think it paid off in the end. So thank you very much if you were sticking around until this point. Thumbs up, guys. Appreciate it. Thanks, everyone. Yeah, really happy with this race. Unfortunately, Jimmy's race was ruined. That's a real shame indeed. It could have been even more interesting, I think. It would have been a tight race between us, I think so. How many DNFs do we have here? Less than half of the grid. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 DNFs, it's not that bad. Wasn't the biggest grid to begin with. Maybe when and if Jimmy does another event, I hope there will be more guys joining. I'll make sure to let you guys know that I'll be driving if I do early enough as well. I wasn't really sure if I was gonna enter this race tonight, so I didn't want to announce it. Let's load up the replay here. Let's have a look at the starting phase at least for a little while. Man, 2.5 hours. It's been a long time since I drove that long. Yeah, unfortunately Jimmy had a bad pit stop, which ruined his race basically. I don't know exactly what happened. You will have to watch his stream to find out about that. But I don't think he was too pleased about it. But yeah, these things can happen. They happen to the best. And since he is not driving in RaceRoom that often, you know, it's very easy for those things to happen. Pit stops are not that easy. You need to be in the routine, you need to know exactly what to press when and how to press it. But I'm sure he will learn from the mistake, and next time he will have better luck, I'm sure. Yeah, maybe next time, Billy. I wasn't sure either if I was gonna make it, as I said. But yeah, guys, follow Jimmy on Twitter, follow me on Twitter, follow Billy on Twitter, follow everybody on Twitter. So we'll know, maybe next time we can all make it into the same race. Yeah, it was a very clean start. Okay, there was one guy going off in the background in a Nissan. And then, yeah, here I just couldn't go anywhere. Guys were just spinning ahead of me. And then I had dirty tires. That's also something not everybody knows, but if you go on the grass and you rejoin the track, you need to be very careful. You don't have a lot of grip because you collected the dust and grass on your tires. It takes like 2 or 3 corners until you're back to normal grip. Thanks, Josh. Yeah, actually, Leonard, you can do pit stops now via voice control if you have the crew chief. So you need to get the crew chief app, which is the spotter that you heard in the race, during the race, that I recommend to use anyways. And then I don't know if you need to download something additionally or if it's already integrated now with the original installation. But you can set up the voice control, so you can ask the crew chief questions and he will answer you. But he can also perform actions for you. It's a bit tricky, so you just make sure you need to read the README file how to make it work exactly. But basically how it then works is just you announce your pit stop and that's it. Because from then on, the crew chief will automatically confirm the actions as soon as you drive in the pit lanes, if you set it up that way. And I think that's the way it's set up by default, but you can of course set it up to perform any action you want. So you can also set it up so you need to press a button or tell him to actually confirm the actions. Maybe I'll do a tutorial video on that in the future if I have the time for it. But it's pretty straightforward. You can find all that information on the crew chief website or forum, or also on the Sector 3 Studios forum. You'll not be able to drive for you now. Yeah, I mean, setting up it's really quite easy. Just make sure you read the forums, the first post in the thread, or even better, go to the crew chief website. I believe it's called crewchiefapp.org or something like that. You will find it in Google, I'm sure. So yeah, wow, too wide here, too row, too wide. Lots of Audis around me at this point. Let's have a look at Jimmy. Hang on, where are we here? This is probably not Jimmy. I'm not seeing the driver names. There we go. I think that must be him. Or maybe it was the leader. Yeah, it was. Well, you cannot uncheck the fuel and tires if you have already confirmed your pit stop actions, but you can do it before that. And you should do it before you enter pit lane, ideally. Well, I'm actually quite okay considering I wasn't driving that long for a very long time. The only thing is my wrists are hurting a little bit. And I need to pee really, really hard. So guys, I'll be back in 2 minutes and then I think we'll wrap it up pretty soon. Right. Yes, Jimmy did stream Red. Yeah, unfortunately he sort of rage quit. Yeah, man, it's tough. I know how it feels if these things happen. It can be really frustrating. So let's just cross our fingers for him that the next race will be better. Alright, Josh. Which car were you driving? Yeah, poor Jimmy. He was really owning this race in the beginning, putting in fast lap times, taking the lead. When I was on P4 or so, our gap was pretty constant at 23 seconds-ish. And I was gaining a second here, losing a second there. But I think the fuel, wow, if that is indeed Jimmy, he was on the limit here. Yeah, it is Jimmy, he was leading, so yeah. I think the strategy was on my side today. I don't know if it's the Mustang that has a bigger fuel tank, or if the guys just didn't start with enough fuel. I'm pretty sure the Mustang carries more fuel. So yeah, I would almost say the Mustang lacks a little bit of pace, but it makes that time up over the race due to fuel consumption or fuel capacity, and also tires, I think. Anyway guys, thanks again for sticking with this stream for so long. I hope you had fun, I certainly did. Thanks for Jimmy for hosting this race, thanks for inviting me. I hope we can do this again in the future, and I'll see if we can get Jimmy to do a preview of the Porsches coming to RaceRoom very soon. So yeah, keep an eye out for that, and have a nice evening guys. Take care, goodbye.